Anyhow, let's move on. We had a situation this week. Let me see if I can find it for you. I'm going to find it for you. I got to find it. Let me look for the name first. Okay. Let's see. We had an incident on Tuesday. We saw this report on Tuesday. I said, police are investigating two separate shooting incidents that occurred overnight, leaving three men, ages 27 to 30, and 27, 30, and 34, hospitalized. The first incident occurred shortly before 7 p.m. when spot shooter technology detected gunfire in the vicinity of Dunmore Street. Officers responded and received information that a man had been shot and transported to the hospital by a private vehicle. Investigations revealed that the victim was standing in front of his vehicle at his residence when a dark Japanese model vehicle pulled up and its occupants discharged several gunshots in his direction, hitting him in the right leg. The victim was last reported to be in stable condition. Listen to this. The second incident occurred shortly before 2 a.m. this morning. This is on Tuesday. And it says, when police received a report of gunshots in the area of the baseball field near Walnut Street, Pinewood Gardens. Officers responded and encountered a man suffering from gunshot wounds to the face. Preliminary information suggests that the victim and a woman were seated inside a parked vehicle when they were approached by an armed man who produced a firearm and fired multiple shots in their direction. Emergency medical services responded and transported the man to the hospital for treatment. The woman was not injured. Shortly thereafter, police were notified of a second man who presented himself at the hospital seeking medical attention after reportedly being shot at the exact same location. He sustained gunshot wounds to the upper body. Both victims are listed in critical condition as the investigation continues. The Bahamas Times has identified one of the men who was shot as Jordan Clarke, former PLP, Progressive Young Liberals chairman. The lady was not shot, but there was a young man who presented himself as shot, just like how Jordan had been shot. Anyhow, let's move on. Let me tell you the rest of the story. So we got that same story. We saw it in Bahamas Press. We've been looking up, we saw the story, well, you know, Donnie McClurkin is getting accused of some stuff because this fella was trying to get assisted by Donnie McClurkin from being gay, and Donnie McClurkin made him gayer. Anyhow, so we were reading that story, and we saw where Sidney Bastiano wrote this story on Bahamas Press. It says, gunman in Pinewood sends two to hospital. One of the victims is former PYL chairman Jordan Clarke. Bahamas Press is now following an early morning shooting which has left a young liberal in hospital. Bahamas Press is learning PYL former chairman Jordan Clarke, who was marching just Monday on the Majority Rule celebration, was shot around 2 a.m. while in his vehicle near Walnut Street in Pinewood Gardens. Police report Clarke and his female friend, says to begin, Omar, say if you hadn't figured it out, if you hadn't figured it out, I'm. Police report Clarke and his female friend were parked in the area when he was shot twice in the face after a gunman approached the couple and opened fire, hitting him twice. The female was not injured. Police also confirmed a second male had also presented himself at hospital suffering also from gunshot wounds. It is reported that the second victim was shot on the same street where the first incident occurred.